Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me. I am Paula from Paper Crafts by PRB, and today I'm doing another collab with Seven Plaza and Crafty by Tony. It is the ABC April Challenge. Today is Wednesday the 23rd, so the challenge is to make something with the letter T. Mine is Trifold Tag with tickets. So here's the front. I love these images in this digital kit. So it says nature and then a bird, and you flip it open. Here's a pocket with some tickets in it. Okay, just some, you can add another tag in there. You can journal cards, what have you. And then here's the second tag. And then you fold that out, and you could do more journaling spaces in here. You could do more pockets, lots of different ways to do this. And then you close it up, and here's the back. All right, so they're pretty easy to make. I got a little confused on the, on how to assemble it, but I'm sure there's many different ways of doing it. I used paper, I'll show you, and I folded it in half. I've seen people do washi tape. I've seen them do, ribbons or trim, and they just make a hole, and then they tie it together with trim. But here is mine. Okay, so basically you're gonna want 3 pieces, because it's called a trifold. So here are my 3 pieces that I'm going to turn into tags. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you want to make sure they're all the same size. So here's mine. All right, and then from here, I've got some, and this is just paper that I inked up on both sides, and then I'm going to go ahead and fold these in half. I'm not going to use my scoreboard because they're fairly easy to be able to fold. So I'm going to go like that, and then I'm going to do the same on this one. I believe mine are 3/4 of an inch in width, and then the height, you just want to make sure that they're long enough to hinge onto your tag that we're going to make. Okay, so let me take a look at this. It looks like I did. Okay, so I want this. Let's see here, like this. So I put the hinge on the back side, and it's opened like this. Okay, because I didn't want to see the hinge on the front. Okay, so I just did it like that. And I'm going to turn this over. Let's see here. Is that right? No, it goes like this. Okay, so the hinge, see how this is the open part of the hinge? It's going to go just like that, because then you're going to hinge on the next one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to glue that on to the side of my tag. We're going to make that into a tag in just a second. But we're going to go ahead and do this first. Okay, hold on here. Let me see here. I think this goes like this, right? Excuse me. And then this is going to go, the second piece is going to go in here like this. Nope, I'm wrong. So it goes like, it goes like this, I believe. Okay. See, I already messed up. I told you these hinges kind of messed me up. So it's going to go this way. All right. So I'm just going to glue that down there like that. So here's the closed part of the hinge, and we're gluing it on like that. Here's the front. Here's my first tag. This is going to be the front my first tag. And then when you open it up like that, you're gonna put the hinge on so that it goes like that, okay? And then we're gonna glue our next tag. This is gonna be our tag. We're gonna make it into a tag shape here in just a second. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, open up my hinge, and I'm gonna glue that hinge to this tag. So all I'm gonna do is lay that flat and get that as close, just like that, okay? So that's that one. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. Okay, it's gonna look just like that. There we go. Okay, so don't put glue on that side. Don't do as I do, do as I say. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and then we're just gonna basically do exactly the same thing on this one. You can have whatever side you want showing up. The back of my tags, I did oh my goodness, coffee dyed. Okay, so now next we're gonna do exactly the same on this one. Okay, so I'm gonna hinge it like this. So this is gonna go on here like this. Okay, do you see how I'm doing that? So it's gonna go like that. And then our third sheet is gonna go right in there like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this way. I'm gonna put this on here. I'm gonna glue this. Yeah, I don't know why those hinges get me mixed up. Messes me up. It did it on my first one as well, and I thought, oh, I got this figured out. This is fairly easy. And I try and line it up so it's the same as the first one. Okay, so I just try to get that as close as possible. All right, and then I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna put this on here because I'm gonna decorate this side. Okay, so then this one just goes onto that hinge like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and, so if you did double, if you're doing, if you have double images on one side or the other, just decide which side you want the image. Okay, so then I'm gonna put that in there like this. Okay, so we pretty much have made our trifold tag. And that's the gist of it. Okay, so it goes like this. All right, and then it closes up just like this. And I am a little off here, aren't I? Okay. Okay, so there's that. Oops, excuse me. You open it up and it's like that. Okay, so, now it's just kind of decorating it up a little bit. So I do have some pieces. I think she's beautiful, isn't she? So I have a little tab that says beautiful. I think she is gorgeous. And I'm going to go ahead and put this here with some cheesecloth. Okay, I'm going to put that there. All right, just like that. She is beautiful. Okay, and then I have a little bit of bling bling that I'll add to that as well. All right, so here is my front. Okay, so beautiful. Okay, so now I want to, because I want to know, like if I decorate up these pages, I need to know, where not to put, where not to put the embellishments if I put them on there. So I am going to make a tag. So I'm just going to cut off that corner and I'm going to use this piece here and I'm going to determine how to make this other cut just by going like that, using that as my template, just like that. Okay, And then I'm gonna go ahead and ink up around that edge. I'll probably have to ink up the rest of those edges too. Okay, so then you open it, and here is the front, or here's the inside of the front. All right, so I just have a little journaling card that I'm gonna put on there. And as you can see, the journaling card is a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that on there, and then I'll cut those corners. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Of course, you can decorate yours any way you want. I've seen where they actually do a hole and put thread up there, you know, seam binding, what have you. I'm not gonna make mine, I'm not gonna cut a hole in mine and do ribbon or seam binding. I'm just gonna leave mine like this. Okay, all right, so that's the inside of mine. Here's the front. Okay, you open it up, there's that. Okay, there's that. Cute little bird. Okay, I am gonna put a pocket here. So I'm gonna just put that right there. Like I said, you can do whatever you want on the inside, or you can decorate it up however you want. There's lots of different ways to do that. Okay, so there's that. And then the back has that on there. And then this I need to I'm gonna add, here's another little journaling spot. I'm just gonna add that to there. I'll link where I got this digital papers from. I know I purchased them on Etsy. I'm just not sure of the shop name right now. So I can add that to my description. And if you like the papers as much as I do, you can purchase them on Etsy. Okay, so now I'm just gonna cut that so that it lines up with the other tag shape that we got going on here. Okay, and I'm gonna ink up around those edges a little bit. All right, so let me show you the full. Okay, so we've got the front, just like that. Okay, you open it up, some journaling spot. Got pretty flower there. Open it up again. We have a little ticket we can glue on there, or we can add it to the pocket. Let me just glue that on there. All right. Oh, but I don't want to cover up that pretty flower. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. All right. Cut those off right there. Okay, so there's that. We got a little pocket right here, and then you close it up, and there's the back side. All right, again, this is for the, and you can, as you can see, one of mine is larger than the other. You can make them whatever size you want. All right, so this is for the letter T. I did a trifold tag with tickets. I just used tickets to embellish that page. I used a ticket right here to embellish that page, and then I just have some little tickets and little snidbits here in that pocket. All right, if you haven't subscribed already, could you please do so? Leave me a comment. I'd appreciate it. And until the next time, thank you.